Hello folks, welcome to the channel. If your laptop is running very slow, watch this video to make it run fast. So the first thing we need to do is restart the computer. Click on the start button, click on the power button and click on restart. Sometimes this works like a magic trick and the laptop should start speeding up again. But if it doesn't, let's follow the other solutions or the other options. So we'll go to Task Manager and we'll go to Startup Apps and look for the startup apps that you do not require and just right click on them and click on disable. Now if you want to see enabled and disabled apps, just click on this status row and you can see in the top half of the columns, the rows, you can see that they are enabled. All the enables will be first and the disables will be after that. So right click and just click on disable. The next thing we can do is go to processes and we can click on CPU here and see which task is taking the most CPU. If you do not want the task, just click on it and click on end task. Same thing with memory, see which app is taking more memory and then click on it and click on end task. Now your computer should run faster. Now to make it even more fast, we need to clear the storage space. So the less storage that you have on your computer, I mean the more space, the more empty space that is there, the faster the computer runs. So we will right click on the start button, go to settings, and then we will go to system, we will go to storage, and then we will make sure that storage sense is clicked on. So what storage sense does is automatically, based on the settings you input in it, it cleans up all the temporary system and app files. So you can see this cleanup of temporary files, keep Windows running smoothly. So check this box, then automatic user content cleanup, make sure this is on, and then you can run storage sense every week. You can delete files in your recycle bin. You can select, I selected 1 day, then delete file in my downloads folder. I can select 1 day, and then we'll move on to the next one, that is the virus scan, antivirus. So go to virus and threat protection settings. Now if you're using a third-party app, you need to run the scan in the third-party antivirus app. I'm using the pre-installed Windows antivirus and anti-malware software. So I'll go to scan options, I'll go to full scan and click on scan. While it's running, we can also debloat. So we'll look for the debloat commands. Here it is. You will find these commands in the description of this video. So you can also select which apps you want in your computer. So you need not copy all of these. For example, if you want Xbox to remain, so just delete this line. And you can also, so for example, you want solitaire to remain, so you can delete this line, and whichever you want removed, you can just copy it, and then you will go to Windows PowerShell, and then click paste it here, and this will delete all the apps or bloatware and it will make your system run much faster. The other thing we can do is look for performance, adjust the appearance and performance of Windows, and here in visual effects tab you click on adjust for best performance, and then in the advanced tab you go to virtual memory and you click on change, and here you will click on custom size. So by this you're increasing the virtual RAM, right, on your pre-installed RAM. So let's look for how to increase the virtual RAM. Look for system information here, and in system information look for the installed physical memory. Now installed physical memory means your physical RAM. So I have 8 GB, you may have 4 GB or 16 GB or more. Now based on that we will calculate how do we set the minimum and maximum. So the minimum should be our installed RAM. Now I have 8, you can input the number that you have, multiplied by 1024, and again multiplied by 1.5. So this is the minimum, and we'll see how much that equals. So it equals 12,288. So we have 12,288 as the initial size. Now we'll calculate the maximum size. So the maximum size is the physical memory 8 into 1024 into 3. So equals 24576. Now folks, don't go more than 3 because it may cause your system to become unstable. Don't go less than 1.5 because it can cause your system to become unstable. So it's 24576 we've entered here. Perfect. And then we will click on set, we'll click on OK, and we'll click on OK again, and we'll have to restart the computer. But before that, we will turn the search indexing off. So I will go for indexing options. We'll open File Explorer, right click on the drive, go to properties, and in the properties bar we will uncheck this box, allow files on this drive to have contents index in addition to file properties. Click on apply, and then you can apply changes to drive C, subfolders and files. Click on OK, click on continue, and then you can move on to the next step. The next step is to disable or delete any third-party security apps. So if you're running any third-party malware like Malwarebytes, anti-malware like Malwarebytes, or you're running AVG or Kaspersky, then it's better that you just delete it and use the pre-installed Windows antivirus, because it's quite robust and you don't need these third-party apps. Now another thing we can do is we can run the system maintenance troubleshooter. So click the Windows and the R key, and we will enter the command msd t.exe space /id space, it's maintenance, maintenance diagnostic, diagnostic, and hit the enter button. You'll see the system maintenance troubleshooter. Click on next and let it detect any issues. If it does, it will fix them. And the last thing we can do is we can restart the system in the clean boot. So we'll look for system configuration, and we will click on services, and then we will first make sure to check this box, hide all Microsoft services, and then we will disable the other third-party services. So I prefer doing this 6 services at a time, and the reason I'll tell you why is, now the reason I'm disabling these services and restarting the computer is, once it restarts in clean boot, only these services will be disabled. So if your computer is working faster now, it means there is some issue with one of these services. If there is an issue with one of these services, then what I do is I only disable 3 services at one time and try to narrow down on the problematic service. Now if these 6 services are not causing your computer to slow down, then move on to the next 6, so forth and so on. You will need to do this quite some couple of times to find out the problematic service which is causing your computer to lag. So once you click these services, click on apply, click on OK, and then click on restart. And now finally we have done everything we could do on the software side of the solutions. Now for the hardware side of the solutions, we need to make sure that we have RAM installed. We can increase the RAM. So we need to increase RAM. Let us see how we do that. So we need to go to Amazon. You can go to any shopping site you want, or you can do it physically too, but I prefer Amazon, and I will search for RAM, right? And you can see these RAMs here. You need to upgrade your system to a better RAM. Now I would choose the DDR4 or the DDR5 RAMs, because these are much faster and can really add a lot of speed to your current computer. And once we do that, we can also, if we are using an HDD drive, we are using the older laptops, then it will contain the HDD drive. We will go for the SSD drives. So you can see SSD 2 TB drives. Here you can just install these SSD drives to your laptop, and it will significantly increase the speed of your laptop or your computer. If this video helped you, then kindly subscribe to the channel. Enjoy your day.